Yo guys, Jonathan here, and this is your exclusive first look at the OnePlus 6T camera. Now I can't show you guys the OnePlus 6T yet or go over the specs because that would completely ruin their keynote, but I'm excited to share some of the world's first photos taken on the OnePlus 6T with a twist. So what's going down today is not only camera samples taken off the OnePlus 6T, but a blind comparison test against the iPhone XS Max, Google Pixel 3, and Galaxy Note 9. So these shots are straight out of the camera, untouched, and first up we got little Homer there kind of chilling with an indoor shot. It's fairly dim in the room and really the only source of light is coming through that window. This next shot is looking straight down with the window light coming towards the top, and the only thing I'll say is the actual table itself is more of a matte off-white, so keep that in mind and look out for the detail. This shot here is the last of the indoor pictures, and again I will say the overall room was pretty dim with the biggest source of light coming straight out of that window. Moving on to this outdoor shot. This was right before sunset, so it's a good chance to check out the HDR, dynamic range, and I'm curious to know what you guys like best and also what you think is which so far. Next from there, we got the Brandon Havard building shot, which is also a good test of HDR and sharpness, and it's pretty interesting that really only one really stood out. Next from there would not be a camera test or a comparison without a flower shot. This one kind of surprised me. They all performed very similar. Next from there, shout out to the magnificent Ken Bolito for helping out with his portrait shot. I think it's safe to say that Ken looks good, but I'm curious to know what you guys think looks the best. Next from there, we got more Ken goodness with a front-facing selfie. This is not portrait mode, just the standard front-facing cameras with us in the frame. Next from there, it is going to get interesting because we are moving on to front-facing portrait selfies, and I'm willing to bet that a lot of you out there are going to assume you know which camera is which, but I think once I reveal the results tomorrow, you might be surprised. Next from there, I kind of feel like I suck at landscape shots, but here's my attempt. Again, this is a good test of HDR, so look at the colors, the overall image, and definitely also the sharpness. Next from there, we got one more front-facing portrait selfie. In this case, from the first one I showed you, we are not battling the sun, so it's a little bit different of a lighting situation. Again, like most of these, all of them perform pretty similar, but I was pretty surprised with the results. Now this shot in particular was pretty challenging. It was after sunset, so it was getting pretty dark, and really, I was pretty impressed with all these, but I'm willing to bet that at this point, no one really knows which camera is which. Next from there, we got Pumpkin Kisses and Harvest Wishes. Say that 10 times fast. This is without a doubt a nighttime shot, so we're looking for low light performance and also the sharpness in the text. This shot here for me is pretty fun. There's a lot of symmetry, and here again, this is after dark, so it's definitely nighttime, so pay attention to one, the sky, and also the detail in the shadows. Next from there, we got some full-blown nighttime low-light tests. It's nearing Halloween, so pumpkins are only fitting. With this shot, we have a couple of extremes, those bright, punchy, vivid lights, and those darker shadows. Hey there, Mr. Pumpkin Spider Dude. This shot here was super fun. It's really vibrant, and I think all four cameras did a pretty solid job. Next from there, we got something straight out of Stranger Things. Personally, I love all the purple and bright colors here, and I'm curious by now, do you have an idea or do you think you have an idea which camera is which? Next from there, closing things out with a nighttime portrait selfie. I kind of have a favorite, or at least a top two. Let me know what you guys think with a comment down below of what you think looks best. So those are the photos, but now how can you vote? So actually over on my Twitter at TLD Today, that's where I'll place the photos in an A, B, C, D comparison. There will then be a thread with a poll where you can then pick your favorite, we'll tally up the results, and then sometime tomorrow after the keynote, I'll be revealing the results and which camera took each photo. Also, one more reason to follow me is I'm teaming up with D-Brand to give away 5 brand new OnePlus 6Ts wrapped in this beautiful D-Brand skin or your choice of color. So make sure you're following both of us, and again, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so and hit that bell bell because tomorrow, when the results are revealed, it's gonna be fun. Thank you guys very much for watching. This is Jonathan, and I will catch you guys later.